Let's sack this. Let's search for swamp. Let's play our boy. Take you down. Sack these two. Draw a card. And I guess call that a turn. Wasn't that beautiful? Wasn't that just fucking glorious? Hello there, Trent. It's your boy coming at you a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and a little bit less fake Brazilian. Maturity, probably around the same. But yeah, happy 2020, you beautiful mofos. I have missed you. Hopefully you have missed me a little bit at least. And I'm excited to be back at it on the YouTube grind. I'm back from my Christmas trip to Brazil. I didn't really play much Magic there, but I did do a little bit of training, not for myself, but for my girlfriend actually. And today we're going to be playing the deck that we did set training with. And that is her favorite archetype in Standard, and honestly one of my personal favorites as well, and that is Rakdos Aristocrats. Rakdos Aristocrats has gone through several transformations since the last time I showcased it in this channel, which I believe was around 1 month ago, more or less. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think the last time I showcased this deck was when Oko was still a thing, and obviously the metagame has changed quite a bit since then. I really like this archetype, and I'm excited to showcase the new version of it that I built up myself personally. It's not much different at all from other current standard versions of this deck, but this is my own personal take on it, and there's a few things that have changed. The biggest thing that you may have noticed that is gone from this deck is Chandra, Acolyte of Flames. This is one of my favorite 3-mana planeswalkers actually, so it's sad to see her go from the archetype, especially because he synergizes so damn well with Priest of Forgotten Gods and Mayhem Devil. But unfortunately, this deck is very high on black cards. We are running very few copies of red base cards, and some of the few that we are running are actually dual colored cards, right? So we want a mana base that supports mostly black base plays, not only because of the cards that we're running, but because also effects onto those cards. Like for example, Gutter Bones, we want at least 2 sources of black mana to be able to return to our hand and play the same turn. And then we have stuff like Castle Lockwind, which requires 3 sources of black mana to actually start drawing us cards, because I'm including it in that, as it acts as a swamp itself. So this makes it so that us running a 3-mana play that requires 2 sources of red mana really does force us to run more mountains than we are comfortable running, and it actually affects our consistency in a very negative way. So much so that taking her out of the equation makes the deck overall better, which sucks because I really like the card, but it is true. Like, I definitely have experienced that myself. I wasn't the first one who actually decided to take her out, but ever since some people started doing that, the deck has definitely done much better. So this is, like I said, the current version of it. We are incorporating Angrat's Rampage in the main deck as a 3-of, as you guys can see there. Act of Treason as a 1-off, which kind of like works as our 5th Claim the Firstborn. And then we have 3 copies of Rankle, which I think is absolutely outstanding in this deck. Synergizes with what we're doing, with self-sacrifice, works extremely good with Claim the Firstborn and Act of Treason for obvious reasons, but also enables us to push damage in a deck that, some people may forget that it actually plays out like an aggro deck. Like, we are trying to win by dealing as much damage as quickly as possible, and Rankle, being a 4-mana 3/3 with Flying and Haste, does help us out in the late game, or the mid game, I guess, towards that goal. So the fact that he synergizes with our strategy is, the icing on the cake, and it really, I don't know, I really like this card, and I'm running him as a 3-of, even though most variants don't run him at all, or run him as a 2-of, when I think Rankle is just monstrous in this build, and I think today's live actually showcases that really well. When it comes to the sideboard, we have 4 copies of Duress, 4 Noxious Grasp, 2 Embereth Shieldbreaker, 4 Dreadhorde Butcher, and 1 extra Cavalier of Night for aggro-based matchups. Really strong card in said matchup. I really like Cavalier of Night in this deck. We are running him in the main deck as a 1-off, but I do like having the extra copy for that case. The rest of the deck is pretty straightforward. Noxious to kill green stuff. Green stuff is everywhere, so we bring in Noxious Grasp. Duress for control-based matchups and flash decks as well. Embereth for food decks, mainly for to give us the ability to interact with the Witch's Oven and destroy it. And Dreadhorde Butcher, which is mainly there to come in when we're on the play. Like when we're sideboarding and it's our turn to be on the play, Dreadhorde Butcher can really do some damage, and also comes in against control-based matchups or slower strategies in general, as this card can snowball really quickly if the opponent doesn't deal with it. And that is the deck list right there. I really like this archetype, and I'm very happy with this current version of it. This has been what I have been, training my girlfriend, that she really wants to get better at competitive Magic. She's been playing Magic for longer than I have, actually, but more casually, right? So now she's trying to get good, and she really likes playing with this deck, and I fucking love it too. So hopefully you guys enjoy the games that I got for you today. Unfortunately, I do feature Ixalan Duress, which is, I have no excuses. Like, Ixalan Duress is basically Pirate Opt. It's just absolutely garbage. It should not be a thing. But I forgot to change it, and yeah, you're going to have to deal with that. But that's pretty much the worst thing about today's video, so pretty happy about it. Hopefully you guys like the games, you like the deck in action. Let me know what kind of archetypes you want me to showcase. I'll be looking over my send me deck pick Gmail today to see what cool decks you guys have sent me my way, and we'll see if we showcase some of that too. So yeah, it feels good to be back, man. I don't know if I'm rambling at this point, but I missed it, and I just hope you guys had a good Christmas and are looking forward to the year and all that good stuff. So yeah, have a soul day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here we go. First live of 2020. Technically, because I tried recording one and my mic just got disconnected. So attempt number 2. Attempt number B. We're gonna call this our first game of 2020, because why not? This is not a hand we're gonna keep. We have 2 sources, or sorry, 2 lands, but no source of black mana, which is something that we definitely need with this sort of deck. And this hand will have to do. We will be dropping 1 Claim the Firstborn to the bottom and keeping the rest, as we're gonna be potentially able to curve out into Rankle, which is really nice. Rankle with Claim the Firstborn is the tits, and I see a Temple of Mystery. I automatically assume that I'm facing some sort of flash variant. So if we're able to get Priest of Forgotten Gods in there, then that's good. We're gonna play around Quench, and we're gonna tap for the Witch's Oven, as I think I'm gonna attack with the Priest and call it a turn. Definitely some sort of flash deck. Most Simic flash decks, at least the ones, I've taken a big break, right? But the Simic flash deck that I've ran into don't really run Opt. It's not like it's a big deal, though. I would love to play Rankle, but I don't think we need to. I don't really want to play into a counter spell here. I don't see what my opponent could do for 3 mana that's gonna fly. It's so obvious he has some sort of like Sinister Sabotage or something. I'm gonna wait for him to play something here. I'm gonna try to play Cauldron Familiar. 110% has a counter spell. Could also very well have a Night Pack Ambusher. So how do I play around this the best? Because we can, if I could bait out the Night Pack Ambusher from a less experienced player to trade into the Priest of Forgotten Gods, and then I could steal it and sack it. Because if he does play that, I have no way, because these are limited to instants or sorceries, I have no way to actually trigger Priest. So I am actually going to try to attack with her and see if I can bait that that Ambusher that he's holding onto his hand. I'm going to call that a turn. Fucking lol. Alright. Oh, that's no Ambusher. That is what I like to call desperation. You know, you could always bring out the big guns. But now's when we're gonna have some fun.
The land fights for us.
We're gonna block with this before they connect. We're gonna sack you. And we're not gonna do that just yet, because we could. What happens if we pick up a Mayhem Devil here? We could not actually need the... Yeah, let's hold on to it like this for now. Right, we just draw into a land. We don't want to trigger the Fabled Passage until we absolutely need to, because it's a way for us to get advantage with that. I do like Rankle, but I don't know if I like playing Rankle now, because we really do need to get rid of this. And in order for us to get rid of that, we would need 3 damage, 3 damage. Yeah, there's just no way. Unless we played that. Rankle. Okay, so we play Rankle. We play Rankle and claim the Firstborn. We attack Nissa with those 2. And then we just sack it to the oven. Let's sack this. Let's search for a swamp. Let's play our boy. Now that we can, because he has no way to counter it. Let's go ahead and attack with you into you. Take you down. Sack these 2. Draw a card. And I guess call that a turn. Wasn't that beautiful? Wasn't that just fucking glorious? So beautiful! Alright, now we got another cat, which is really nice. As I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attack first. I don't think I could make him discard a card, but I think I'm not gonna do anything for now. I'm just gonna drop this. Lol. I could have tried to bait that out of him first, but I don't think he would have played that Frilled Mystic before that. There's a big boy Crassus. I'm gonna bring this cat in just for pure damage. We're gonna make him discard a card with these 2 cards now. And yeah, we're gonna go with this. Call that a turn. Alright, there's Nissa.
Together we will prevail. The land shall conquer you.
I'm gonna take the hit. Clean. All right, so now we know what we're facing. We definitely want to pack in them Duresses to be able to bypass the counter spells. I just realized we have the excellent Duress. I am very sorry for that. I have no excuse. That is just absolutely terrible. We're gonna add in 4 copies of Noxious Grasp as well, as it does deal with Nissa, it deals with Nightpack Ambusher, it deals with Frilled Mystic, and it deals with a lot of shit basically. Act of Treason is a bit too slow. We saw how good Rankle was there. I don't like Cavalier of Night though. I do think it's very prone to being countered. And while I do like Angrat's Rampage, I think I can tone down Angrat's Rampage a bit. Just for Noxious Grasp, just because Noxious Grasp is doing what it's supposed to be doing anyways. Claim the Firstborn is okay, but it's also not amazing in this matchup. Like, it's good with lands, but I would go ahead and drop it down 2 copies, honestly. Rankle did so much work there, but Rankle is going to be harder to justify later down the line. Like, I would like... I want to bring in Butcher, but I want to bring him later. Speaking of Butcher, have you guys seen The Boys? Oh my god, what a good show. I didn't even know it existed. And it's... Oh, it's so good. I loved it. Yeah. I think 1 Rankle less. Mayhem Devil. This is tricky. This is a bit tricky because we don't want to, like... We have a certain game plan going, and we don't want to, like, change that around too much. We definitely do not. I don't know about Midnight Reaper, honestly. Like, I'd rather have that over. I mean, Midnight Reaper enables us to keep on going. Yeah, it's very important. Let's keep it like this. Problem with Claim the Firstborn is that it can't steal a Nightpack Ambusher. That's a big issue for me, right? Like, we just don't have that many targets. And this hand is absolute caca. This is a keeper. Really sucks that I don't have a land to drop these ovens immediately, but I think I'm going to drop the Gutter Bones here. Just because Midnight Reaper can really get us going. I'm going to lead off with the Fabled Passage, so we can actually double up on the ovens next turn. Because we may see a Quencher. Oh, that sucks. I'm going to draw into a land. Oh well. Okay. Interesting that he brought that against me, considering I only have the oven. I guess that works. All right. In this case, we're able to use the rest to get that second oven in there. Gotta make sure we don't miss the opportunity there. But yeah, definitely was expecting an Ambusher. And us having the Noxious Grasp, even though we missed a land drop, this makes it so that we can actually answer even an incoming Nissa, which is not the case, fortunately for us. If he does have another one of those coming in, then we do have the answer yet again, which is why Noxious Grasp is so good here. Because Ambusher is a huge problem. It will kill us on its own, so we need to be able to answer it upon entry. Just shoot it down, or sticky it down. I don't know exactly what this does, but yeah, we do that. We're gonna attack again, applying pressure. We're not gonna drop the Midnight Reaper because we want to have that Noxious Grasp enabled. We're gonna play a Gutter Bones, which gives us a little bit of extra pressure. And we're gonna be waiting for that Wolfie number 2. Okay, no Wolfie number 2. Is that a land? Because if it's a land, that's good for us because he's running out of options. That is very much fine. You have no idea how fine that is. Because, you know, he's trying to put us on the clock, but, you know, with Cat Oven and these attackers, he's gonna die before we do. And I'm all about that. I'm all about that life. Alright, we take that hit. Easy peasy, and we get going. So playing with this combo reminds me of a tweet that I saw earlier today. There was this guy who like wrote a huge just chunk of text, like one of those twit longer things, right? And he was talking about how like okay, so I'm bringing this up because I've been disconnected from the Magic community for, you know, my vacation. Like I've just been doing other things. Let's see if he has a counter here. Oh boy. Show me that ambusher. I could have done this at the beginning of his upkeep, but there is a chance that he has like a Sinister Sabotage or something. And I wanted to make sure that I killed that thing. So like I said, I've been pretty disconnected. And I haven't been checking, you know, what people have been complaining about nowadays, right? But there's this guy who posted like this huge chunk of text just talking about how the London Mulligan should be banned. Which, and there were like some pro players backing him up. From what I saw, from what I, at least the impression that I got is that Canister, for example, was supporting what he said. And I just find that like, I'm trying to search for another word, but I guess ridiculous is truly what matches that the best. Like, I think that's just straight up ridiculous. If your answer to certain problems that you see in constructed Magic the Gathering, if your answer is just more chaos in a game where like 40% of the cards in decks are actual resources that don't do anything, except for, you know, very specific exceptions. I don't know, man. I don't know. Show me. There you go. That's fine. He has to prevent the damage, and that's beautiful because now I get to play you. And now we go turbo, ladies and gentlemen. Now we go turbo. Because yes, indeed, in fact, we have not. I mean, I could have waited a bit. But it is what it is. I'm not in a huge hurry to draw now because I can't play anything else. So yeah, I think that change, because their reasoning for the London Mulligan ban is that there's certain playstyles that get too old. Get too old, motherfucker! I miss that. I miss just like celebrating over a victory on online card games like a 12-year-old. Wow, yeah, okay, I'll take it. It's not something that I particularly needed, but I will indeed take it. I'm close to getting all the eggs, which is nice. So yeah, like the reasoning for, because they basically say that there's like several play patterns that revolve around very strong Throne of Eldraine cards. And that London Mulligan is making those sort of play styles more consistent, and therefore, you know, games are more homogenous. And I just think it's just like, it was very well written. You can tell the person is very eloquent. The person is actually like not dumb, like he knows what he's talking about. No, I wouldn't say that exactly. Like he knows how to express himself really well. Like he can make an argument. But I just think it was a huge pile of shit. Like I just I could not agree less with what he was saying. Like just make the game more random, so these sort of strategies aren't as consistent. And like in that whole chunk of text, not once did they mention how before the London Mulligan, we had so many more cases of non-games in Magic, which still happen, by the way, because, like I said, 40% of your deck doesn't do anything. It just enables you to play your other 60%. So it's just super ridiculous to me. I don't know. Like I saw that post and I was just like, yeah, that's just not the way. No, do not ban the London Mulligan, please. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope you, I mean, you can have your own opinion, right? But I just really think that's a very silly thing to bring up. Like, you don't solve core problems by incorporating more chaos to the mix. That's just not how it is. I'll keep. It's a triple Midnight Reaper hand. Like, that's extremely promising if I can find my third land. That's basically it. So let's go ahead and curve out into Priest. Like, so far, so good. But I really need this next draw to be a land. It would be outstanding. Because with this sort of hand, if I manage to curve out Mardu, interesting. Aggro, right? There has to be some sort of like night deck, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go, baby. We're inside. I repeat, we are inside. Reaper after Reaper. We are gonna have Steam for days here. He's actually paying the life for that. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit of an issue. I could attack with this, offering a trade into one of those. But then again, I can always just hold back for now. Okay. Should I sack one of these Midnight Reapers? Let's draw for now and see. 'Cause that's a really neat draw. That's good. So this bottom Mayhem can definitely apply pressure, but as long as this, like, even if he has an answer for Priest, we can still draw 2 cards off of it. Like, the only thing right now that we have to, like, legitimately really worry about is our health total. Okay. Alright. We'll take the hit. And we're really being pressured here, so I have to really think about how we approach this, because these flyers are definitely going to be a nuisance. That's not the kind of card that I want to see. My question is, do I sack? This is a problem. I could just end up dying here to these 2 Spawn of Mayhems. I don't really have an answer for them right now. I need to find something. I need to find something, and I don't know if I have the time for it. This is bad. I'm gonna draw a lot of cards though. I'm gonna have to sack these 2 and draw like crazy. I know this seems crazy, but I'm dead next turn if I don't do something about this. Okay. Okay. The fact that I can't hit these, if I hit that, I pump it up. I can't. No, I have to cancel. Okay. This is how we have to do it. We have to keep 4 mana open. And we need to sack 2 foods to survive here. We block here. And then we sack the cat. And then we bop those 2 treasures. We take the hit. We attack with these. Yes. We sack that. Booyah. So I went like really focused there because that was the line of play that I came up with like a minute ago, but I was like running it over again and again in my head to make sure that I didn't mess it up, because it's very easy to mess it up, and my math could be wrong at some point, so I wanted to really make sure that wasn't the case. All right. That went good. All right, so we're gonna bring in another Cavalier of Night because we're facing an aggressive deck. What else? We obviously want to keep the Claim the Firstborns and the Act of Treason. Midnight Reaper was very good there at, like, you know, giving us a chance. Like it seems like that game looked really over at a certain point, but we shouldn't really. I mean, Embereth Shieldbreaker could be good at like potentially destroying an Ember Cleave, but we have triple copy of Vanguard's Rampage, so I don't think we need it in this matchup. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take out. Let's see. What do we take out here? Cause I like Rankle. Do I like Rankle? He has the Mayhem Devils though, the Spawn of Mayhem. Sorry, maybe I can take out one Rankle. Let's go with this. Let's do that. Is this worth keeping? It's... I am going to keep it, but we're very high on lands here. I'm not a huge fan of this hand, but I'm also not an advocate for going for a mulligan. Like, it's risky to mulligan here. And, you know, we could live in a world in which we don't get mana flooded. That could happen. I'm going to drop the Gutter Bones because even though we're facing an aggro matchup, we're also pretty aggressive ourselves. Okay, well, Angrat's Rampage definitely comes into play here. That's a pretty neat tech, though. Not even gonna lie. I'm gonna offer the trade first. All right, no trade. Well, get that shit out of here. Cool deck. Like my opponent, like I said, he has like he's playing like aggro, but it's like a Mardu. Like I don't know, it's pretty dope. All right, Bone Crusher Giant. We're just gonna play our Mayhem Devil. We're drawing a lot of lands though. We've drawn a Mayhem Devil, but the rest of our deck has been pretty much lands. Murder Strider. All right. I do like Ranko though. We're gonna force him to discard a card since we're flooding a little bit, so we're gonna make it so that he runs out of stuff. Okay, Robber of the Rich, not really the greatest thing to witness, but oh shit, that really sucks. That really sucks. That's a good draw though. I would have loved to draw that though. Oh my god, what a dick. What a deck. Well, fortunately for us, we can actually clear his board here. I'm not gonna draw him a card though. Just sacrificing each creature. He really wants that. Get that robber out of here. No Cavalier for you. And now we bring the Gutter Bones back. Yeah, he was gonna draw into the land too. Oh, that is beautiful. All right. How about we get going? Oh, the value, baby! Oh, yeah, there. My timing was a little bit off there, but that was pretty slick. Not gonna lie. The robber guy really hurt because I really wanted to showcase Cavalier of Night in a matchup like this. So strong. But yeah, we got stolen. He stole our girl. Regardless, we were able to win, and that was a pretty good live, man. I think I had some good games in there. A little bit of a weird ramble about a tweet, but hopefully you guys didn't mind that. I think it's important to talk about what stuff and things and stuff that the Magic community talks about, and I just really like this deck, man. I love Rakdos Aristocrats, and I really like this new version that I brewed up. I think, I've seen a lot of variants, they differ in certain cards, but I really do like this lineup. We took down, we had 2 2-0s today, right? Versus Simic Flash and a cool Mardu aggro deck, so pretty happy with the results. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck. Play some Rakdos Aristocrats. This is my girlfriend's favorite deck. I probably explained this in the deck tech portion of the video though, so yeah, I really like it, and I'll be playing it more in the future. But tomorrow we'll be coming at it with another video, and yeah, I'm just very excited to be back at it in 2020. We're gonna be uploading daily. My vacation is officially over, and I won't be traveling for quite some time, so I'm gonna be focusing on my YouTube mainly. So you guys can expect daily content from me. You know, your favorite fake Brazilian card boy who talks way too much at the end of his videos, and I don't know why I referred to myself in third person either. So I'm gonna stop talking. Thank you for watching. Have a soul day. I'll see you tomorrow.